Hi, so my night sky story is from my wife and I's honeymoon after we got married. We got married in mid-December of 2015, and we waited about a week to go on our honeymoon. We decided to go to Hawaii, and I was so excited to go that I ended up planning all the events that we were going to do while we were there. And one of the things that I ended up deciding for us to do was to go on this van tour around the island, which I admit is not the sexiest thing you'd want to do when you're in Hawaii. You'd want to go on the beach, surf, take in the sun. But my wife had never been there before, and I had been there several times, so I wanted her to get a feel for how the island was and see everything and have a very fulfilling experience on our honeymoon. So we ended up starting around 8 in the morning. We ended up driving around the island, went pretty much everywhere you could go, accessible to roads. And halfway through the trip, we ended up stopping at this rest stop that's right in the middle of the island. And we ended up having this packed lunch, and it was very scenic. We were right in between all three of the mountains and volcanoes in Hawaii, and we ended up traveling towards Hilo from there. But once we were coming back, we ended up stopping at that same rest stop to take a little break because we'd just been in the car for pretty much 12 hours and we were all pretty tired and wanted to stretch. And one of the things that I noticed when we stopped is that it was pretty dark out, so we were able to see all the stars where we were. And the tour guide said something that really struck me, which was that Hawaii is one of the few places in the world and the only place in the United States where you can see the northern hemisphere stars as well as the southern hemisphere stars all at the same time. And being an engineer and having an interest in the stars and physics and outer space, it really captivated me, and it was something that I really enjoyed viewing and took pictures and got to fully immerse myself in that experience. And so my takeaway from it is that it's not only something where I got to see something for the first time along with my wife, but it was something where we actually got to do it together, and it was one of the first things that we were able to do once we were married. So luckily for me, my night sky story is exciting and twofold because of the fact that we were just married, and it's something that we both had never gotten to experience before we were married. So it was very enjoyable, and I'm very glad that I got to share it with her.